House Republicans have come forward with a plan, a health care plan, to repeal and replace Obamacare. Never mind Democrats right now. Do you think this will gain the support of Republicans to actually, enough support from Republicans to actually become a reality?
You know, it takes a lot of speculation for me to answer that, but I believe that they probably will have the Republican support in the House to get passed. I haven't read the bill in details or the proposal, but from what I've been told, there's some provisions in there that would really raise rates for particularly people 50 to 65 years old, and you know, I consider that a tax. That's considered that an age tax, and I'm very concerned. So I'll be taking a very close look at that and making sure that our seniors and folks 50 years old and older are not treated unfairly as this bill goes forward. I mean, obviously, I thought that Obamacare wasn't perfect, but we could work with it and tweak it and correct it and make it better for both healthcare providers and our community.
The administration has said today this plan will lower cost and reinstitute choice. Do you think that plan does that?
I don't think so. I mean, it looks very complex. I think it's something that, just think how difficult it was for us to finally come up with the Affordable Care Act. Imagine coming up with a new plan in 6 weeks or 2 months. They've been working on it. They've been rushing through it. And, you know, this will be no different than what I'm saying. I never believed that the ACA was a perfect law or perfect bill, but I thought that it would be easier to go back and tweak it and correct it and make it better. I think coming up with an entire new bill is just going to make things more complicated for the American people.
And Congressman, some Republican senators have come forward and said they think that maybe it just needs to be revised in certain ways, Obamacare, not completely repealed and replaced. Is that your thoughts right now? Do you think there's some common ground that both Republicans and Democrats can work together on to come forward with a plan that will suit everyone?
That's right. That's what I feel. I've been saying that since the beginning. I've been saying that since I was on the campaign trail. I thought that, it's great for everyone to have health care in America. I think everybody in the greatest country in the world should have the health care that they deserve. I thought that, it's a great idea. I think it needs to be tweaked. There's things that could be improved for both patients and healthcare providers, and I think that would have been an easier path to go down. I'm hoping that probably in the Senate, they might have a little more common sense, and they're able to deliberate a little further and hold the line on ACA and maybe negotiate some issues and improve it, then start coming up with an entire new proposal.
All right, well, Congressman, the administration has actually made some changes, or they have revised the travel ban. So now that the administration has revised the travel ban and they've made some changes, Iraq is no longer on the list. People with visas, people with green cards would now be excluded. Do you think there have been enough changes made in that revision to get past the federal judges that have recently shot it down?
You know, I'm not certain, but it may. I mean, obviously, it's a grave improvement from the initial order, but I still think it's prejudicial on a lot of good people in the Middle East that come here, that live here, that have family, that travel to the United States, and I find it pretty un-American. But we'll see what happens here in the next week or two.
But your thoughts, Congressman, do you think, and you hear what people are saying there on the floor, do you think that that this new revision has a good chance of actually making it through and making it past those federal judges?
It may. Honestly speaking, as an attorney, I could tell you that it's very different. I mean, it respects folks who have visas, who are here legally. It also, obviously, we have a lot of friends in Iraq who helped us during the wars there, who are still on the ground helping us. And we need to have provisions to allow them to come in. And I'm talking to you as a lawyer, not as what I believe in. But I think this has a lot, a lot greater of an opportunity to get through a federal judicial panel than the initial knee-jerk reaction order that I think he created. But I still oppose this idea. I think that there's better ways to vet folks who want to travel to our country, and that have been traveling here for decades. And I think we need to be vigilant. We need to see. Ultimately, we'll see what federal judges will decide on this.
Thank you, Congressman. And earlier this year, we had a conversation about what you would like to see done as far as Central Americans immigrating to the United States. You had brought up one idea that you said that you might introduce to as many people in Congress as you could to see, get their feel for it. And you were talking about helping Mexico protect or actually have more security on their southern border to stop the Central immigrants from coming into Mexico before they ever even get to the United States. Have you talked with people in Congress about that, any of your colleagues, or has it fallen on deaf ears? Is it gaining support?
I have, and I've been talking to Congressman Cuellar and Congressman Vela, and particularly on this issue. I think we need to engage the government of Mexico a little more and give them the support and that they need on their southern border. I think it's easier to prevent an intrusion from that area and not wait till it becomes a problem on our border. I think we could do that in a humanitarian way. I think we also need to engage the governments of Central America and see how we can help them there at home. There was some funding that has been withheld that we wanted to inject into those economies to try to bring folks up and help their economies so they want to stay home. And I'm going to continue to work on that.
All right, Congressman, one of the recent issues or stories that has come up is the WikiLeaks reports on certain kind of spyware, if you will, that our U.S. intelligence has. What are people on Capitol Hill saying about this? Are people on Capitol Hill more, I guess what I'm trying to ask is, are people on Capitol Hill more concerned with the leaks that are coming out of our U.S. intelligence, or are they more concerned actually with maybe our government spying on our own people, our own leaders? What's your take?
I think we're concerned on both. I mean, I certainly am concerned and would continue to be concerned of the government spying on the American people. And I think that they also need to protect their assets and their information from foreign intruders. So those are concerns, I believe, for members on both sides of the aisle in both the Senate and members of Congress.
Okay, Congressman, and just one question. You're a freshman there in Washington, and I just wanted to ask, what's it like your first year and coming to a situation the way it is right now, political kind of barnstorm, if you will, happening in Washington right now. What's it like over there? Is your first year, is it surreal? What's it like for you over there at your first year in Congress?
Well, I think it's an odd time to be here for the first time. Now, I don't have anything to compare it to because I wasn't here before, so I'm hoping it can only get better from here. And, I'm very proud to serve the people of the 15th District. We work hard every day. We work long hours. We're engaging our side of the aisle, but I'm also reaching out to folks on the other side of the aisle to find common grounds on issues that we can. Right now, I'm working on a bill on deported veterans. We have 1,400 veterans who were here legally, who had never had any criminal troubles in their past, who went to Afghanistan and Iraq, some of them highly decorated, who came back with PTSD and got in a little trouble and have been deported since then, and that's a huge concern for me. I think that's un-American, and I think people who fought for this country deserve to live in this country. And I will continue to work on this bill in the near future and hopefully take it to vote very soon.
All right, Congressman, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you this weekend with former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
It'll be a real pleasure. Thank you, Eddie. Hope to see you soon.
All right.